Well, I always need to get the intro or the opening, or I'm frustrated.
Ah, おかえりなさい。
This guy, man, this guy is like always happy. He's never really in a bad mood. When we arrived in front of the office, Yoshinari was waiting for us.
ほほー、その様子だと仲直りできたみたいですね。
Yoshinari watched us, grinning from ear to ear. I realized that Okazaki and I were still holding hands. Okazaki, can you let go of my hand now?
このままずっとつないでたいけど、ダメ？
No, Yanagi and the others are here.
へえ。
It's fine afterwards.
うん。恋人云々の話も途中だもんね。
Yeah.
ゆー、やっぱ先輩やるときはやりますね。この色男。で、どこまで行ったんですか？
吉成くん、そんなにお仕置きされたい？
いや、いいです。すみません、調子乗りました。
まったく。ちょっと柳さんたちに用事あるから、ここよろしくね。
任せてください。でも、仲直りできてよかったっすね。これでも本気で心配してたんですから。
うん。ありがとう、吉成くん。君がいてくれてよかった。
いや、またまた。って、どうしたんすか、先輩。そんな殊勝な。
これでも本気で感謝してるんだよ。いつも支えてくれてありがとう。
先輩、俺の愛ちゃんと伝わってたんですね。
Hello, Zilong.
はい、ストップ。それ以上は鬱陶しいから。
I couldn't help but smile at their exchange. Okazaki had told me that he had been assigned to train new recruits after the Adonis incident 2 years ago. Yatta! He must have been very reluctant, but he made me new relationships along the way. Well, there's something outside, some fireworks, what make her now scared, which is actually shitty. Because she was laying down fine. Happening. People are retarded. Humans are retarded. I don't know what day is today, but yeah. He must have been very reluctant, but he made new relationships along the way. I'm sure he cares about them. The thing he gained that he didn't want to lose were increasing by the day.
おい、何騒いでるんだ。笹塚が待ちくたびれてるぞ。
What do you mean? Is this really today? I don't know if it is. Why are you trolling? I think you're trolling. Let me go to the emote. Kappa. Yeah. Oh, sorry. We'll be right up. Seeing Yanagi coming down to shite us, we rushed up the stairs.
覚悟はできてるんだな、星野。
Its words snapped back to reality, and I fortified my resolve. Yes, the way things are now, we won't be able to reach the truth that the criminals want us to. Please examine the collar more thoroughly so that we can learn more about Adonis and find the person who did this to me. There was a short silence, and I waited for any sensations in my neck. There was no pain and no response from the collar. In the tense silence, Yanagi looked at Boss, me, and Sasazuka and nodded.
笹塚、やってくれ。
了解。
Sasazuka hooked his computer up to some device and started typing. Nobody said a word. The room was filled with the sound of clicking keys. After a while, Sasazuka stopped typing, irritation plainly written on his face.
ダメだな。
発信元を割り出せねえってこと？
途中までは行けたが遮断された。分かったのは新宿の東側ってことくらい。
No, why? I'm not with ears in the thing.
そう簡単にはいかないか。
Well, so I'm like this also.
最悪。
What happened?
反撃された。くそ、入り込まれたか。
Is everything okay?
想定内。こっちはステマシンだし問題ね。
Yeah.
けど、俺の PC に侵入できるくらいだ。やっぱそれなりの腕のやつ買ってるな。
タケルがハッキングで負けることもあるんだな。
ああ？もう一度言ってみろ。
怖い顔するなよ、図星だからってさ。タケル君も人間だったってことだ。
1ミリも役に立たねえタヌキの置物が偉そうにすんな。
誰がタヌキだって？
お前らいい加減にしろ。
首輪は何も反応してないよね。
Nothing really. Maybe I was safe because we hadn't gained any critical information, or maybe because they were confident that we wouldn't get close. Stop, holy shit, man. My feelings were a complicated mix of relief and disappointment.
これ以上は再販レベルの機材と人材連れてこねえと厳しいだろうな。
でも新宿は封鎖状態だし、外から引っ張ってこれる状況じゃないよ。
それこそ捜査本部そのものを説得するくらいじゃないと難しいな。もうちょい調べてみる。
Even ruling out some locations would be helpful. Sanjo had hinted at an underground tunnel, and he tracked the signal to Eastern Shinjuku. Our chances of finding Adonis' headquarters had increased with just this much elimination.
今日のところはこれで解散だな。
Just as Yanagi called the meeting to a close.
ですから今は取り込み中で。
We could hear a loud commotion just outside the door.
お前は警察組織の人間だろう。あいつらの肩を持つのか。
勝手に入ったら不法侵入ですよ。
そんなこと言ってる場合か。どけ。
The door was thrown open with force, and I froze when I saw Morioka walk in. But Morioka paid me no mind, and his gaze settled on Yanagi.
柳。
森岡さん。
Morioka had a complicated expression on his face. Then he turned to me.
星野一花。お前には情報漏洩の嫌疑がかかっている。
What?
お前の行動に不審な点を見つけた。この SP に聞いても要領を得ないし、直接話を聞かせてもらうことになった。
吉成君に？
何も話してませんよ。俺は先輩を裏切りません。確かに捜査本部に呼び出されましたけど、本当に何も話してないっす。
うん、分かってるよ。
自分の任務は岡崎の補佐だから、それに不利益があることは話せない。岡崎が信じる星野のことも信じると固くなでな。盲信的で融通が利かなくて、だから SP って人種は嫌いなんだ。
He almost spat the words out and then looked around the room.
星野だけじゃない。 ここにいる全員内乱幇助罪の嫌疑で任意同行を求める。
When he says insurrection, does he mean he thinks they're part of Adonis?
断る。俺は忙しい。
Morioka ignored Sasazuka's curt reply and walked towards me.
待ってください。
Okazaki stepped in front of me.
岡崎圭、本来の役割を忘れたか。お前も任務放棄で懲罰対象だぞ。
構いません。これが警察にとっても最善だと思った上での行動ですから。
そこをどけ。俺が話があるのは星野だ。
Commissioner, I won't betray the police. Could you give me just one day? I give you the evidence you need by tomorrow.
いちかちゃん。
そんな悠長なことを言ってられる事態じゃない。
森岡さん、課長のあんたがここまで来るってことは捜査本部の総意じゃなく
Why you
独断
mix
で
the
動いたん
cup
で
up,
しょ。
right?
おそらく上層部と意見の食い違いがあった。そっちの奴らがここにたどり着く前に俺たちに話を聞こうとしたんじゃないですか。
What do you mean I'm gay? I'm not gay.
内乱幇助罪がどうのと言ってましたけど、本当にそれできたなら逮捕状を持って大勢で押し寄せるべきですから。
相変わらず鋭いな。分かってるならおとなしく来い。
I mean, she's okay, right?
いや、今星野を連行させるわけにはいかない。事情聴取と銘打って軟禁状態にでもされたら困る。笹塚や榎本、岡崎もです。今こいつらが拘束されればカウントダウンを食い止める手立てが本当になくなる。
それはどういう意味だ。
話せることなら俺が話します。あくまで話せる範囲で。
For Marius. Yeah, sure, for Marius.
じゃあ柳、お前が
And
話せ。
for Manboy, probably too. Yanagi. I said his name in worry, but Yanagi turned to me and nodded firmly.
お前を危険にさらすようなことはしない。岡崎、星野のことは頼んだぞ。
もちろん任せて。
After Yanagi and Morioka left the office, all we could do was sit there in silence and wait for news. I noticed that the color of the sky had changed. In the end, we still hadn't gained any critical leads that would help us find Adonis. We counted on Sasazuka to keep searching for the source of the transmission Adonis headquarters. What can I do next? Thank you for coming with me.
ごめん。結局まともに寝る時間もないよね。
That's okay. I rested after the episode at New Garden. I'm still good.
あのさ、森岡さんに言ってたやつ、どういうこと？
Who I won't betray the police. Could you give me just one day? I give you the evidence you need by tomorrow. Okazaki was wondering about the offer I'd made to Morioka. It was something that I'd been prepared to do for a while. But he definitely opposed it. Besides, I don't want the caller to hear it. It was just a bluff. I was just desperate to stall him. Okazaki made an unpleasant expression and then he took out his phone. Then he sent me a text. You liar. His cute emoji caught me off guard again, and I snorted when I saw the message. I knew I couldn't trick him. Yeah, sorry, but you don't need to worry about it. Sounds like something to worry about, so what's the deal? I think I'm going to tell headquarters about the collar. To get cybercrime's help? Yes. Absolutely not. Too risky. Okazaki, I don't want to lose you. You're precious to me, Okazaki.
どうしたの突然。
It just makes me really afraid when I imagine losing you on X Day. I want to be with you forever. I can't bear to lose you. To make that wish come true, I have to fight as hard as I can. No matter what it takes, I will never run.
ずるいよ。
That's not fair. I can't say no if you talk like that. Sorry, but I want to trust the police. I know that there are bad cops, but there are also those who give their all to protect Shinjuku. I'm not the only one risking my life, so I want to believe they'll work with us if I talk about the collar. I closed my phone after the last text and Okazaki stroked my head.
俺さ、
Yeah.
いざとなったら死んでも守ればいい。命を懸ければ何でも守れるはずだって。そんなやけな考えでやってきたから。
No, I don't. I have only fluff.
自分が守れない状況で大切なものをまた失うことになるのがすごく怖いんだ。
It's going to be okay. I promised you that we'd live together.
ちゃんと守ってね。じゃないと俺死んじゃうからさ。
I mean, you can see. It doesn't really sound like a joke when you say it.
だって冗談じゃないから。
Right, I won't die, so that you won't die either. We traded bitter smiles with each other. I didn't know what would happen next, but I could only reinforce my will so that I wouldn't lose her. Yeah. After saying goodbye to Okazaki, I wasn't able to get to sleep, so I got up and started composing an email on my computer. I revised it several times before clicking the send button with a trembling hand. There's no turning back now. If there was a mole in the police, then they could be watching the computers at the station. I know. With that in mind, I'd send it to individual email addresses I'd gotten from Yanagi. To Morioka and Migishi in investigation. Yanagi said that I should be able to trust those two. Clumsy lies would only make them cautious, so I decided to explain it all in an email. But what if they don't believe me? What if I was suspected and detained? I also couldn't completely rule either of them out as being the mole. My head filled with possibilities and I couldn't keep my fear contained. Did you get some sleep? I'll be waiting downstairs. It was as if I had sent them the text to clear away all my worry. I was surprised at how much better I felt. I'm ready to fight. I'll be right down. I smiled and stood up.
Hmm. 頭から信じるには難しい話だな。
これでもかなり正直に話してるんですが。
今のところアドニスの潜伏先を特定するために有力な情報は地下トンネル、新宿の東側、2年前の事件の SP ですね。
それだけあれば笹塚と再犯なら絶対に絞れる。
部外者と協力するわけにはいかない。スパイという可能性だってあるんだ。
私はこれらの情報をもとに動くべきだと思っています。たとえ偽情報だったとしても今は他に当てがないのですから。森岡さん、上から何か言われたようですが、あなたも本当は同意見なのでしょう。あなたは普段から勘で動く方ですし、こんな時こそ細かいことを考えずに勘に頼ったらいかがですか。
うるさい。
森岡さん、疑うのはいつでもできる。だから自分の直感を信じろって俺に教えてくれたのはあんただ。可能性の話をするなら森岡さんも峯岸さんも俺も全員がスパイかもしれない。でも俺は根拠は何もなくともそうじゃないと断言できる。信じなければ始まらない。警察は俺の信じてたあんたならそうだ。森岡さん、あんたの勘で答えてください。星野は白ですか？
白だな。
I went to work. I couldn't relax, but I still went about my daily duties. I'd sent my home email to forward messages to me. I stared at the screen, my eyes glued to the message. I cannot say I believe it all, but I understand. Your account corroborates what Mr. Yanagi said. We are urgently working to ascend Adonis' position based on the information he supplied us. That was the email response that I received from Minegishi. Thank goodness. I placed a hand on my chest, relieved that he at least accepted my story for now. Later the day in the afternoon, the police station got hacked. An exception had been made to personnel from outside Shinjuku could join the investigation. Under the quarantine, no one was supposed to be able to enter the ward, but everyone was busy now that it had happened. Investigations already had the help of a lot of cybercrime investigators, but now their ranks had swelled even more. Sasuzuka was supposed to have joined the effort as well. If we can find the hideout with this move, then we can root out Adonis. Sensing the new development, I grew restless and keep glancing down the hallway.
おいおい落ち着けって。緊急事態で不安なのはわかるけどさ。
Oh well, there's Ren's boy, I guess. Saeki came walk up to me while wearing a wide smile on his face.
でも増援か。心強いけど本格的にヤバいってことかもな。
Yeah, it could. I nodded my mind, preoccupied with other pressing worries.
警視総監まで来たって話だし、ちょっと捜査本部を覗いてみるか。
But they won't let us inside. They're on high alert. It was my turn to smile at Saeki's voyeurism this time.
でも気になりますよね、持田さん。
Saeki called out to the nearby Moshida, who also gave him the same smile.
そりゃ気になるが、本部に入りきらないほどの増援らしいぞ。俺たちは俺たちの仕事をするしかないだろう。ま、それもそうですよね。じゃあ、俺も俺の仕事をしますか。お前も頑張れよ、星野。
With a casual wave, Saeki strolled down the hall. Is he brave or just reckless? That's so like Saeki.
さて、今日こそは嫁さんに早く帰れって言われてるんだ。さっさと終わらせるか。
You looked fired up, Moshi.
そりゃ、なんて言ったって今夜は特製ビーフシチューらしいからな。うちの嫁さんの飯はうまいぞ。
Hey, you told me. Never change the way you are, Moshida. Hello, Tristan. How are you? After that time went by without anything else out of the ordinary happening. I've been told that I can leave, but I wouldn't be able to relax at home. Moshida had gone home earlier, and I invented an excuse to stay later. Then I was compiling the public claims we'd received that day into a report and found myself dozing off. Suddenly, my phone vibrated. We found their base.
アドニスのアジトが判明した。今日中には突入作戦開始だ。気を緩めるな。総員、今日が山だと思え。正月を明るく迎えたかったら死ぬ気でやれ。いいか、場所は
森岡。
どうした？
アドニスから新たな声明が。
現在ネットで動画が配信されています。
X でお知らせします。 X デーはこの国の再生への第一歩。善良なる人々の未来のため、汚れを駆除しなければなりません。さて、昼夜尽力している警察職員に我々の計画の一端を教えてあげましょう。1月1日、この国に救う悪意の種、犯罪者たちを一斉に毒殺します。すでに準備は整っていますので、今さら嗅ぎ回っても無駄ですよ。もし X デーを前に警察が我々の聖域を汚すのであれば、再生を早めるだけです。隣人を傷つけ、悲しみを生み続ける者、罪を犯しておきながらそ知らぬ顔をする者たちにアドニス。
以上が生命です。
おい峯岸、通訳しろ。
一斉に毒殺するという発言からはどのような方法か断定できませんが、バイオテロかはたまた彼らの言う犯罪者とやらをすでに集めているのか、何にせよ計画の最終目的です。準備が整っているというのははったりではないでしょう。我々がアジトを特定したことを知り、突入すれば今すぐ X デーを起こす。わかりやすい脅しですね。
そんなことは分かってる。問題はどうしてこちらの動きがこんなに早くバレたのかという点だ。
一つは内通者の存在ですが、今は確定的なことは何も言えません。ですがあの反応から特定したアジトが本物である可能性は高いでしょう。
突入作戦は中止だ。
お待ちください。やっとアドニスの尻尾をつかめるというのに。
こんな声明がネットに流れ、今日にも X デーが起これば責任問題だ。そうなった時に誰が尻拭いをする。
まだそんなことを。
これは命令だ。突入作戦は直ちに中止し、捜査員たちは今晩は
The raid was supposed to happen today, but now most of the officers in Shinjuku had been ordered to stand by at home for some reason. So I was forced out of the police station and made to go home. Based on the statement that Adonis made, they must know the police found their base. It made sense to assume that the raid had been swiftly postponed. But ordering officers to stay home was probably due to the fear of a mole. No, we were so close.
我々の拠点を突き止められたのはあなたの功績が大きいですね。
This fucking sound from the scholar. Holy shit, it scared me. I jumped at the sudden voice and realized that it was coming from the last place I wanted it to, my collar.
危険を顧みずに行動した点は称賛に値すると思います。
I felt a surge of irritation at the way in which the speaker talked like it didn't concern them. Didn't you tell me to reach you? Now you're getting scared.
大勢で押しかけられるのは困りますが、あなた一人で来られるなら歓迎しますよ、星野一花さん。あなたは犯人検挙という観点からではなく、なぜこんな悲劇が起こったのか、加害者の動機に寄り添った捜査をした。及第点を差し上げましょう。
The speaker seemed to be praising me, but I didn't understand why. Why me? What do you want me for?
あなたは X デー事件の意味を知っていくうちに何を思いましたか？ X デーへのカウントダウンは復讐、犯罪者を裁くための聖なる要求。守ることを放棄した警察、曖昧な法、理想ばかり鮮やかで形のない正義。そして悪意によって傷つけられた人たちの嘆きを知ったでしょう。今も警察は我々を捕らえようとしない。犯罪者の人権や組織の保身を考え、罪のない人々の悲しみを無視している。あなたはそれでもまだ警察を信じますか？
突入作戦は中止か。やはり警察内部にスパイがいるのは確実だな。
それで今後の方針はどうなるんですか？
すぐには決められないというのが現状ですね。申し訳ない限りです。
峯岸さんには伝わってますよね、彼女の首輪のこと。
聞きを読んでいます。おそらくアクションを起こす可能性は高いでしょう。
今頃撤退準備にかかりきりだろう。逃げ切る前にバカ猫まで連れてこうとするんじゃねえのか？
彼女の家には吉成君に行ってもらってる。今のところ報告はないけど、俺も連絡してみるよ。
ええ、動きがあったら報告をお願いします。
I want to trust the police. I answered the caller's question honestly. I do think that the carelessness of the police has hurt a lot of people. Some of them were involved in X-Day crimes like Sugawara and Sancho. But if I accept the things you're doing, then that will perpetuate the cycle of hatred. We'd just be going in terrible circles. Will crime cease once you execute all those criminals on January 1st? I can't imagine that it will. Crime is certain to continue. The primary duty of the police is to punish crime. It's undeniable that they've strayed from that, but that doesn't mean this is right. There has to be a better way to achieve rebirth. I waited for the caller answer. After a short pause, I hear the heavy sigh come from the caller.
警察の再生。それには何年かかりますか？正しい方法。あなたはそれを示せますか？あなたの言葉はただの綺麗事です。
I'm fine with that. We won't be swayed by your honeyed word.
仕方がないですね。我々があなたの無力さを教えてあげましょう。
The ominous threat caused me to reflexively touch my collar, but there was no pain.
岡崎圭を失いたくありませんか？
My blood ran cold. Don't tell me. This has nothing to do with Okazaki. Keep your hands off him.
では、彼を殺さない代わりに、 アジトに一人で来てください。一応は及第点ですから、あなたを我々の仲間に加えます。岡崎圭には決して話さないよう、あなたから別れを告げてください。
What are you talking about?
間接的に連絡を取ることを禁止します。我々の裏をかこうと思っても無駄です。岡崎圭の近くに駒を潜ませていますので、不審な行動が発覚すればすぐに始末します。
The caller made a series of demands. What are they thinking? Basically, they were threatening Okazaki, but they would leave him alone if I joined them. They'd go so far as to kill him just to encourage me to join them. So far, all of Adonis' targets had committed some wrongful deed in the past. Killing Okazaki, what was entirely unrelated, went against the policy. I didn't understand the reasons for it, but maybe they were willing to take more extreme measures to get me to approve them. I can't do that. I won't betray the police any further.
そうですか。
The voice from the caller was terribly cold.
では、岡崎圭は今すぐ殺します。あなたも動く気がないなら用はありません。
Wait. I felt like the conversation had ended, so I desperately pleaded with the... What if they really killed Okazaki? Adonis felt like they were probably backed into a corner. Maybe they were no longer bothering to keep up appearance. Wait.
今の無能な警察ではすぐに突入することはないでしょう。いつ動き出すかわかりません。あなたが我々の元に来られるチャンスは今だけ。簡単な二択です。警察官として小さな犠牲は切り捨てるか、大切な人間のために警察の敵になるか。本日の0時までを期限とします。お待ちしていますよ。
Then the caller didn't respond again, no matter how many times I prompted it. There aren't even 8 hours left. This was no place to hesitate. But if I made a wrong move, he could lose his life immediately. My mind raced, considering the best choice. I could consult Yanagi, but if Okazaki finds out indirectly, regardless, Okazaki would be killed if I didn't go to their hideout. But I had no illusions that I could make it to the terrorist base on my own. Death alone was acceptable, but there was a chance that I could become a liable for the police. It's no good. I don't see an opening. I anxiously took out my phone to try and find someone who could advise me. I had a notification for a recent missed call from Okazaki. I tightly squeezed my phone in my hand and called.
Ichika-chan. よかった。つながって。
Okazaki.
突入中止の件聞いたよ。君も自宅待機なんだよね。
Yes, most of the investigators are at the station have been ordered to stand by at home. When I heard Okazaki's voice over the phone, my heart felt at ease. I didn't want to lose him. I knew that he would hate the fact that I was sacrificing myself to save him. I had been the one who begged for him to find a way for us to live together. It's frustrating, but it looks like we won't be moving anytime soon. Act calm, like I always do. The person on the collar could hear everything that I was saying. Essentially, there was me telling them that I wasn't going to resist.
今家なんだよね。行ってもいい？
I glanced at the clock. It was 4:30 p.m. Did you need some?
用事がないと言っちゃダメなの？
No, it's not that.
クリスマス、途中だったでしょ？不完全燃焼だからリベンジさせて。告白の件も保留にされたままだしさ。
I couldn't let him figure out what was happening, but it would be difficult to refuse. Above all, I still want to see him one last time. All right, it's okay. I'll be waiting.
うん。じゃあすぐ行くね。
I looked at my phone screen once the call ended. I'm the worst. My muttered self-deprecating words faded into the empty room. But I had a feeling that the person on the other end of the collar was laughing at me. Come on in, I make some tea. Okazaki?
なんでもない。君に会えてよかったなって。
What's this now?
ちょっと胸騒ぎがしてたんだ。俺の勘違いみたいでよかった。勘違いだよね。俺に黙って危険なことしてないよね。
You're such a worrywart. I sipped my anxiety and gave him the best smile that I could. So he was indoors, he could still be targeted. I'd already made up my mind. I would protect him. It's going to be okay. I'm right here. Hello, Ren. Even if he resented me for it, there's no one else here, so don't worry about it.
弟くんは？
He's not home yet. I keep telling him not to go out so much, but lately we've been getting along better. He keeps in touch with me, and he doesn't go out late at night anymore.
そっか。よかった。なら、当分は吉成くんもお役御免かな。
Yoshinari?
あ、言ってなかったっけ？吉成くんには弟くんの警護を任せてあったんだ。
Oh, wow. What?
もちろん弟くんには内緒でね。君はアドニスに狙われてるんだし、何かあったら大変だから。
I had no idea. I assumed that Yoshinari was posted at Yanagi's office while Okazaki was busy trying to protect me. No, it was more than an assumption. I run into Yoshinari near the office quite often after all. I'm sorry.
謝らないでよ。俺たちが勝手にやったことだしさ。柳さんたちも承諾済み。それより弟くんが早めに帰ってくるならあまりイチャイチャするのは良くないかな。なんて冗談だよ。ちゃんと君の心の準備ができるまで待つから。
No, you don't need to wait. I also want to flirt with you. Okazaki's eyes widened and he blinked a few times. Maybe that was too sudden. But it was sincerely how I felt. These might be our last moments together. That was all I could think.
本気?
His hand caressed my cheek. The touch caused my shoulders to tremble slightly, but I kept my eyes fixed on his. Yes. Then we inched close enough until I could feel his breath on mine. Oh, but wait just a moment. There's something I want to ask you first. Okazaki hung his head, clearly disappointed by the sudden interruption. Wow, MC.
いちかちゃん、ここでじらすのはひどすぎると思うよ。
Sorry, but I really need to ask. Our faces were still very close, and his eyes invited me to continue. Okazaki, what do you like about me? Also, he had confessed his feelings to me. I had turned him away in the moment, and I hadn't quite believed what I heard. After learning his past and sharing our feelings, I thought we finally become close yet. Somehow, I still can't quite believe it. The affection that he possessed for me was unmistakable. But I was still sure that he only viewed me as an ideal.
俺さ、好きだなって思う人は他にもいっぱいいるんだ。
Wow! Suddenly, he dropped the bomb on me and my mind just froze.
柳さんたちも、吉成くんや警察の仲間も、それこそ通りすがりの女の子とかも、いい人だな、好きだなって思うことが多い。
Wow, Okazaki, just wow.
でも、それって裏返せば、多分誰にも執着しないってことなんだよね。告白されて付き合ってみても、思ってたのと違ったって言われることが多くてさ。あなたは私のことが特別なんじゃない。その他大勢と同じくくりにしか見てないって。
I think I can understand them.
それでも、君だけは特別なんだ。これはもう理屈じゃないの。好きとか嫌いとか関係なくて、俺が生きるために必要な人。今は君が俺の存在証明。そんな人に触れたいって思うのも、独占したいって思うのも当たり
While
前。
he talked, his fingers touched my cheek. The gesture was completely gentle, and I could feel the warmth from his fingertip. It conveyed his feelings much better than his words did.
君を怒らせちゃった時ね。本当ならもっとうまくごまかせたと思うんだ。死にたいなんて冗談で、今まで通り君にとって安心できる人でいるよ。そう、嘘を言って利用することもできた。でもできなかったんだ。それはね、きっと本当の俺を君に受け入れてほしかったから。
I was rendered speechless by his complete honesty. I wasn't worth anything. I wasn't important to anyone else. I was sure that I and everyone else had felt that way before. What should I do? I'm so happy. This was more than love or romance. He just wanted me. It made me so happy that I shivered.
じゃあさ、君は俺のどこが好きなの？俺も君に好きだって言ってもらえて嬉しかったけど、ちょっと不思議だったよ。俺のためにあんなに必死に怒って、他の人が犠牲になっても俺を生かしたい、失いたくないって言ってくれたこと。俺にそれだけの価値があると思えない。本当はね、俺も君の気持ち信じきれてない。君だって俺のこと最初から好きだったわけじゃないでしょ。
Why is this taking so long, man? The sudden question troubled. I had been attracted to his kindness at first. He was warm and made me feel safe. He was someone who made me smile and who brought some peace into my life. But he was stubborn and uncompromising, could be cold and lived by his own rule. He'd ignored my feelings and stubbornly just wanted to die for his own satisfaction. When I think about it, what do I like about you? I unconsciously let that slip.
人のこと言えないじゃない。
Sorry, but I'm like you. It's not about whether I like or dislike you. In the end, you're the only one for me. I need you. Why? Why you mean this? Man, Yuzuka ist das Wert-Emoji. Hey, Yuzuka.
つまりさ、まだお互いに信じきれないところも理解できないところもあるわけだよね。
And what you mean with fast, man? It's not even fast.
なのに一緒にいたいって思う。それってすごく特別なことじゃない？
I could accept.
言葉で伝わらないならさ、試してみる？
Try what? I tilted my head, unsure what he means. But in the next moment, my world town turned upside down and I saw stars. Eventually, I realized that I'd been pushed down. Above me, he was smiling calmly. You're so good. This emoji, man, is just killing me. In this moment. Wait, I need to make the right face for this moment. Above me, he was smiling calmly.
こういうことされて嫌じゃない？
My heart was pounding. This was unfair. Right now, I was feeling humiliated. It's embarrassing, but I don't hate it. Rather than dislike, I felt happy. Then I noted Okazaki chuckled.
じゃあそれが答えだよ。
You said you were going to try something. But isn't this a little extreme?
だってこの方が伝わるでしょ。どうでもよかったらこんなことしたいって思わないよ。好きも嫌いも細かいことはもういいや。俺は今ただ君が欲しい。少しでも嫌なら拒んで。でも君が同じ気持ちなら俺を受け入れて。
This is me. Our hands invited tightly enough that it hurt, different from all of the times before. He looked at me with hot, passionate eyes and lovingly, his hand through my hair. I shouldn't push him away, but
さっき好きな人はいっぱいいるって言ったけど、意地悪したいって思う人はめったにいないんだ。
yeah, his voice sounds so good on this character. It fits actually very well, and I still can't believe that this voice actor also speaks Luke in Tears of Temis, to be honest. I don't know. You tease Yoshinari pretty much too.
ああ、うん。あれも俺なりの愛情表現。もちろん君への気持ちとは違うけど。君のことは誰より優しくしてあげたいけど、同じくらい困らせたいとも思っちゃう。
I remember Shivashi saying that you have a bad personality.
知らなかった？
You're good looking, but rotten on the inside.
そうだね。でもこんな悪いやつに引っかかったのは君のせいだから諦めてね。
Okazaki's fingers touched the nape of my neck. There was a slight click as his fingertips landed on my collar.
今も聞いてるんだよね。
He's saying that now?
こんなやつに絶対渡さない。
Then he taunted them. I knew that I wouldn't be killed as long as I served some use to Adonis, but I still felt really uneasy about the fact that Okazaki was being targeted.
ね。約束破ったら許さないから。
Then he smiled at me, as if he saw right through me. Okay. I couldn't stop my voice from cracking.
俺を死なせたくなかったら絶対に俺から逃げないで。
He whispered those words into my ear. The words felt like a curse. He's such a coward. I thought that, but contrary to those words, I was filled with overwhelming love for him. I didn't want to take my eyes off his lovely smile. Maybe I should resist, but as he had said, no matter how we tried to make each other understand with words, we'd never be able to fully express ourselves.
他のこと何も考えられないくらい俺のことで頭いっぱいになってほしい。君が俺を求めてくれればそれだけ生きたいって思えるんだ。ねえいちかちゃん、俺だけのものになって。
Still, I wanted him to take everything. Right now, didn't want to let go of his hand. That was the only thing I was sure of. Giving in to inevitability and hope, I held his hand tightly. The clock passed 9 p.m.
弟くん、ちゃんと帰ってきてよかったね。一旦戻るけど、何かあったらすぐ連絡して。
Okay. As I watched Okazaki leave through the door, I desperately swallowed my words.
それじゃ。
Okazaki. It's late. Please be careful on your way back.
誰に言ってるの？でもありがとう。じゃあ。
Farewell. Yeah, later. I'm sorry. Wow. After Okazaki left, I just stood there for a while. I didn't want to betray him like this. If he learned that I disappeared, he might lose himself. It would wound him pretty badly. More than the fear or anything else, I had to bite my tongue to stop myself from crying. Kazuki, do you have a moment? I took deep breaths to calm myself down and knocked on Kazuki's bedroom door.
何？
Well, I wanted to talk to you.
あいつ帰ったの？
Oh, Okazaki? Yeah, he's gone.
ふん。なあ、俺ってお前の彼氏？
I was startled by the unexpected question. But I'd invited him into my room, so that was a reasonable assumption. Yeah, I think he's my boyfriend.
何その煮え切らない感じ。
Everything just happened recently, so it still doesn't feel real to me.
まあ俺には関係ないけど。なんかあいつ、うさんくさくね？
1 second, I'll be right back. I'm back. Kazuki seemed interested, even as he declared that it wasn't his business. Oh, thank you, Ren. Oh, wait. Did I forget something? Yeah, give me 1 minute. So finally now, holy moly. I just needed to, put some carpets away. Kazuki seemed interested, even as he declared that it wasn't his business. He's kind of troublesome in a lot of ways.
うわ、お前がはっきり言うってことは相当面倒なタイプってことじゃん。
Wait, what do you mean it's singing time? I didn't train it yet, but I still have it in my mind. I can sing something else if you want, but yeah.
前も言ったけど、連れ込むときはちゃんと事前に言っとけよな。
I mean, I didn't forget it, Ren. I still need to train it, so it's not so easy, the song. Okay.
で、話って何？
My words caught in my throat. I felt like I'd cry if I lost my car. But I couldn't let Kazuki notice. It's about what you wanted to do, Kazuki. You love music, right? I thought about it after speaking to Kazuki last time. Kazuki had dreams. He'd had passions that he wanted to pursue. When I put a little thought into it, it was clear what he wanted to do. It's true that we don't know what might happen tomorrow, so don't give up on your dreams, Kazuki. I'll be cheering for you, no matter what happens. Kazuki was silent for a while. Maybe he was frustrated because we hadn't had this talk soon.
なんでお前さ、そんな泣きそうな顔してんの？
Who?
さっきの彼氏と喧嘩でもしたわけ？それともまさか DV 男だったり？
No. Okazaki would never do that.
ならいいけど、一応俺はお前の家族だから、もしあいつに泣かされたら言えよ。俺
Kazuki.
お前さ、音楽のことなんて何にも分かってねえだろ。俺の夢だって本当のとこは何も。
Yeah, you're right, but I want to know.
何も分かんねえくせにってムカつく気持ちもあるけど、でも応援するって言ってくれて正直嬉しかった。
Yeah, I'll always be rooting for you. My heart trembled because my feelings got through. But the clock janked me back to reality. I had to go. Sorry, Kazuki. I need to go now.
これからまた仕事かよ。
It's an important job. I have to work hard, just like you can't give up on your dreams. I'll be going then. I felt like I was going to break into tears, so I quickly turned away from Kazuki. Well, she is going to Adonis because the collar guy or the collar was speaking to her. If she don't go there, then they will kill Okazaki. I felt like I was going to break into tears, so I quickly turned away from Kazuki. I hastily put on my shoes and went towards the door.
姉ちゃん
I turned around. He hadn't called me that in a long time.
ちゃんと帰ってくるよな
Yeah.
ならいい行ってらっしゃい
Off I pushed through the intense heartache and gave Kazuki the most brilliant smile I could manage.
Sanjo.
Oh, hey, Kaya. This guy is literally spoken by the voice actor from Kaya, the Japanese voice actor.
ああ、三国か。どうした？そんな怖い顔して。
ゼロに命じられて新宿園で騒ぎを起こしたようですね。
そうだが、今さら説教か？俺らが教祖様の命令に逆らえないのは知ってるだろうが。
そうですが、あなたは現在指名手配されています。このままでは捕まるのも時間の問題です。
それも今更だ。今月に入ってからのカウントダウンは俺らが捕まるのも組み込み済みだろ。不満そうだな。
このようなやり方は私の本意じゃありませんから。
いいのか？聞かれてるぜ。
構いません。もうたもとを分かつ時が来たようです。それより三条、まだ何か企んでいるようですね。他の執行者と連絡を取った形跡を見つけました。
Okay,
なあ、バレたか。11月の事件は奴にやってもらっただろ。ハッキングが得意なあの坊主にな。その例ついでに頼み事をしただけだ。まあ個人的な依頼だよ。
そうですか。以前なら忠告するところですが、確かに口出しするのも今更ですね。我々は撤退準備を始めます。それに影響が出なければ構いません。あなたはついてくる気はないんでしょ
う。もともと連れて行く気もねえだろ。
では私はこれで。
難儀な奴らだな。どいつもこいつも。こんな生きにくい世の中でどうして必死で抗おうとするのか。まあいい。俺は最後の仕事をするか。
I went to the Adonis hideout as the voice from the collar directed. I'm not the one who will be hurt. I stifled the mounting fear and moved forward, one step at a time. I haven't given up. Once I'm there, I meet the collar. Even if we killed each other, I was fine with that. I cut the root of the disaster by my own hand. I teared Adonis and liberate Shinjuku. My drive hadn't changed. When I'd convinced myself, my phone vibrated in my pocket. I looked at the screen and go, Okazaki. Hello? What is...
ちょっと言い忘れたことがあって。今、家だよね。
Yes. Quickly. I got off the street, stepping quietly, so that the background noises wouldn't be heard. Did you forget something here? You can come by tomorrow.
ねえ、俺言ったよね。約束破ったら許さないって。なんで嘘つくの？
Oh wow, he already knew it. It was obvious that there was naked anger in Okazaki's voice. The blood drained from my face. I just left to go to the convenience store.
そうじゃなくて、勝手に俺から離れようとしてる。一人でアドニスのアジトに行こうとしてるんでしょ。
How did he... What are you talking about? Why are you being like this? It's weird.
アジトが特定されて、突入作戦が中止して、アドニスが撤退準備を始めてるなら、その首輪をつけた人間が君を放って黙ってるはずがない。何かしら君に接触してくるはずだ。何を言われたの？アジトに来ないと殺すって脅された？それとも。
It's no good. I can't trick him. I just have to hang up.
俺を殺すって言われた。
Oh, okay. Okazaki. I turned around and he was standing right there.
君の嘘、俺が見抜けないと思ったの？俺は SP だし、尾行なんて大得意だし、君の小さな変化なんて見逃すわけない。自慢じゃないけど、そんな首輪なんかより、よっぽど俺は君の全部わかってるから。逃げられると思った。
No, this is...
何が違うの？ねえ、わかるよね？俺さ、今、ものすごく怒ってるんだ。
I could tell. He looked stern than I'd ever seen before. He obviously figured everything out. I didn't know if assassins were lurking nearby. I have to throw him off somehow. I hate you now, Okazaki. So I wanted to run from you, even if I had to break the promise to you. I'm sorry. We had to come all this way, but please leave me alone.
本当に君って頑固だし嘘つけないし素直でちょとつ猛進ですっごくバカだと思う。
わ、
俺本当に怒ってるのにそんな君が好きでたまらないんだから。多分俺も本物のバカだ。君の言ってることが真実だと仮定してさ、 なんでそんな泣きそうな顔してるの？俺はね、君の笑顔が好きなんだ。作り物の笑顔かどうかなんてすぐわかるよ。わからないふりなんてできない。やっぱり俺の命と交換条件で首輪に命じられたんだよね。そうじゃなきゃ説明つかないし。
No, I.
もういい。黙って。
Okazaki.
死んじゃうかと思った。何にも言わずに離れようとして、勝手に自分を犠牲にするって決めて。俺がどれだけ傷ついたかわかる？やっぱり君は何にも分かってない。俺がどれだけ君のこと大切でなくせないか分かってくれてない。
No, let me go, please.
黙ってって言ったでしょ。今は俺の言うことだけ聞いて。俺は何があっても死なない。君は何があっても俺から逃げない。約束破るの早すぎ。なんでそんなに短絡的なの？今度から峰夫君と同レベルの単細胞扱いするよ。
I'd never expected to hear words like that coming from Okazaki's mouth. I tried to search for a retort. There's no other way.
たくさんあるよ。なくても一緒に考える。そう言ったのは君。なのに嘘つくし約束破るし、もう怒るの通り越して呆れた。従わなきゃ俺を殺すって言われたとしても、君が犠牲になったら結局俺は死ぬんだよ。それ分かってるの？本当にもう勘弁して。こんな苦しい思いするくらいならいっそ君と一緒に死ねた方が楽だ。
Don't say things like that.
君にだけは言われたくないよ。いちかちゃん、お願いだから俺から逃げないで。俺は絶対死んだりしないから。君のことも死なせない。もう一人になんてさせない。拒んだら殺してでもついていくから。
Why? That doesn't make sense.
それくらい必死なの分かってよ。分かってくれなかったらもうずっとこのまま話してあげない。
I don't want to lose you, Okazaki.
それが嫌なら俺の言うこと聞いて。首輪の言葉なんかより俺を信じて。お願い、俺から離れようとしないで。
How could I possibly say no when you put it like that?
どうしようもないね。だからもう考えなくていいよ。何も考えないで俺についてきて。どんな怖いものからも守ってあげるから。
All you've done is call me stupid. Do we even have a plan?
君の判断よりはマシだと思うよ。
But But I made up my mind.
大泣きしながら何言ってるの。死ぬ覚悟なんて逃げでしかない。君が言ってくれたんだよ。大丈夫。俺が守るから。
But the collar, they could be targeting you even now.
ここで俺が死んだらどうする？実際目の前で俺が死んだら君も死にたいって思う？
To be honest, I might come to that conclusion.
相手もそれは分かってるんじゃないかな。でも君をどうにかしてアジトに来させたい。それができないくらいなら俺たち二人とも殺すつもりなんだろうけど。なら俺も一緒に行くよ。邪魔ならそこで俺だけ殺せばいい。
But there was no response from the collar. Maybe it meant that they didn't care if Okazaki came along.
どうせ俺がどんなに引き止めても君は行くつもりなんでしょ。
Yes. It's not just about the deal. This is my problem too. The police couldn't act. If I could infiltrate Adonis, then it could allow the police to make their assault.
だと思った。君って本当に頑固だもん。何にせよ首輪のことは直接行かないと解決できそうにないしね。俺だっていつまでも好きな子のそんな姿見てるの気分良くないし。
Is that how you view the problem here?
そう、シンプルに考えないと。正々堂々戦うしか道はないよ。
Okazaki. I was still hesitant. If Okazaki died because of me, their mere thought of it was still terrifying to me. But he tightly held my hand. It was colder than usual, and I was near tears. If I let go of his hand now, then he might really choose to die. All right, let's go. The tunnel should be around here. We arrived at an underground tunnel that had been neglected for years. It opened into a construction site, but it was unclear what was supposed to have been built here. Perhaps it had been created as an underground passageway, or construction had stalled midway. It's dark.
今のところセキュリティらしきものはないみたいだけど、何が仕掛けられてるかわからない。
Yes, let's proceed carefully. The sound of our footsteps echoed in the silent gloom.
アドニスの人間にもきっと守りたいものがあるんだろうね。
Okazaki murmured. I was surprised by the sudden remark, but when I saw his sad eyes, I understood. He was probably thinking of his lost comrade from 2 years ago.
今回アジトを特定できたのは月島の遺族がアドニスに関与してる情報が出てきたからなんだ。スパイだった事実が隠蔽されなければもっと早く捜査が進んだかもしれない。希望的観測でしかないけどね。でもここまで被害者が増えることも君が首輪をつけられることももしかしたらなかったかもしれないんだ。
Okazaki, who had seen the darkness in the police, had thought that much about it. Each little scandal piled on top of the other, one by one, until over time they became towering foes.
警察が必要だって考えは変わらない。でも存続を願うからこそちゃんと向き合わなきゃいけない。君を守るためだけじゃない。今ここでアドニスに立ち向かうのは俺の未来のためにも必要なことだよ。
Okay. Okazaki's future. I was overjoyed just to hear him speak of it as something he wanted. I've been thinking this for a while. Your colleague, Tsukushima, might have been an Adonis spy, but I think that he threw himself in harm's way to save you out of his own free will. I'm sure he actually wanted to protect you. Whatever his circumstances, the fact of the matter is that he chose to protect you. You made him feel that way. So I don't believe that he regretted his decision.
そうかもしれない。俺の知ってるあいつなら。ありがとう、いちかちゃん。
Okazaki looked over with a small yet lonely smile. He trudged through the tunnel for a while until it opened into a clear. Looking around, there were no signs of people, or could I hear any sound. Nobody seemed.
アジトが割れたからすでに移動したのかもしれない。
Adonis would likely have vacated the premises before police could raid it. But if the owner of the collar said to come, then there should be somebody here. Thinking, I walked a few more steps. My god, this game scares me sometimes so much with the sounds. I hear the noise from the collar and tensed up in anticipation. Hello,
大丈夫
Silong. Yes. The strange noise stopped, but there wasn't a voice either. What was that? I heard footsteps approaching from behind. Okazaki quickly spun around to shield from whatever approached.
ついにここまで来たか、お二人さん。
Sanjo.
やっぱり君は下っ端じゃないんだね。ここに出入りできるくらいなら幹部。
いや、そんな大したもんじゃないぜ。ボスに呼ばれてきただけだからな。
ボス？
ジョーちゃんの首輪の主だよ。そこから時々声が聞こえるだろう。
アドニスを束ねている人間。それは誰？
さあな。ボスの顔は俺ですら見たことがねえんだ。駒は指示悪いが、ボスがなんでジョーちゃんに首輪をはめたのかもよく知らん。他の事件を起こした実行犯もそうだ。俺以外はこの場所すら知らねえだろうし、ましてやボスの思惑なんて知るすべはない。どいつも比較的最近アドニスに誘われた。復讐心を利用されたただの一般人だ。
The people who had committed the X-Day crimes were not ordinary terrorists, but Sanjo, who knew this place, had a position that had contact with the leaders of the group. Yet, not even Sanjo had seen what their boss looked like. Just, who could it be? I was lost in thought for a moment before I realized that Sanjo was staring at me.
俺はボスからジョーちゃんを奥まで連れてこい。ついでに邪魔者を排除しろと命令された。
Those words made my blood run cold. Okazaki swiftly moved his hand to his holster, ready to draw at any time.
が、ただ命令に従うのも退屈だしな。ジョーちゃんを守ろうとここまでついてきた騎士に免じてチャンスをやるよ。
I didn't immediately understand what Sancho was saying.
首輪を通して聞かれてるよ。裏切ったら君の身が危ないんじゃないの
？Okazaki asked the same question that I'd been thinking. When he did, Sancho just grinned with amusement.
心配には及ばねえよ。首輪から流れる電波を妨害させてもらった。最低でも復旧に30分はかかるはずだ。まあ、俺の仕業だとバレれば殺されるだろうがな。
Wait, that's a huge risk to you. What do you want? Sancho didn't stand to gain anything from this move.
俺はこの組織の未来にも国の行く末にも興味はねえ。いっそ壊れちまえばいいと思ってる。でもな、どうせ死ぬなら最後に警察の正義とやらと戦ってみたいと思っただけだ。岡崎、お前は未だに警察の正義を信奉してるのか？
俺はもともと頭から全部警察が正しいなんて思ったことはないよ。ただ俺にとって大切なものの一つ、自分のために失うわけにはいかないんだ。それを壊そうとするなら俺はアドニスを壊す、それだけ。
へえ、数日見ないうちに変わったな。ずいぶんいい面構えになっちまった。ま、何にしても付き合ってもらうぜ。お前たちが俺にとっての悪意の象徴、警察であることは間違いないしな。岡崎、ここで俺と勝負しろ。お前が勝ったらジョーちゃんの首輪を外してやる。俺が勝ったらまあ悪いがここで死んでくれ。
また勝負？今度は何？
射撃の早打ちだよ。そこに時計があるだろ。針が0時ちょうどを指したらスタートだ。
分かった。その勝負受けるよ。
Okazaki. Without thinking, I grabbed his arm and pulled him toward me. He placed his hand over mine and gave me a calm smile.
大丈夫。死なないって約束したでしょ。
But when I saw Okazaki's honest eyes, I knew that there was no stopping him. But it didn't ease my anxiety at all.
俺は負けない。君の首輪を外せるなら絶対に勝つよ。
He squeezed my hands and closed his eyes, as if collecting himself. Then he slowly opened them again and took a step towards Sanjo.
世の中 信念の強い方が勝つ。勝てばお前の信念が正義だ。
そうだね。でも三条、俺は思うんだ。正義なんて人の数だけあるけど、根っこのところは変わらないんじゃないかって。誰しも守りたいものがある。大切なものを守り抜こうとした結果がその人にとっての正義。警察に闇はある。君を絶望させてしまったのもそれが原因だ。警察にとって大切なものを守ろうとした結果、誰かを傷つけたなら、その正義を疑って少しでも変えていかなきゃいけない。正義に善悪や決まり事なんてない。そんなものにとらわれて大切なものを失うくらいなら、俺はいらない。
その考え方は嫌いじゃねえな。お前の言う通り正義なんてくだらねえ。じゃもう細けいことは抜きだ。どっちが勝っても恨みっこなし。正々
The boss field cried, as did the chamber. The only audible sound was the clock ticking. If need be, I can also... I stood on complete edge, ready to draw my weapon if needed. Then the second hand... There were 2 gunshots. I thought my heart would burst, but when I opened my eyes, I knew what had happened.
やっぱいい腕してやがる。お前がこっちの仲間だったらもう少し楽しめたかもしれねえな。
ありがとう。でも君の負けだよ。
It seemed Chando's gun had been knocked from his hand. Timidly, Okazaki dropped to his knees. Okazaki. I ran in to support him by the arm and saw that he was bleeding to his shirt. You need medical attention.
かすり傷だから大丈夫だよ。
お姉さん。
Thank you for the follow, Solika. No. I took a handkerchief from my pocket and used it to bind Okazaki's wound. I was relieved to see that the bullet had just grazed him, as he claimed.
てめえ、なんで俺を撃たなかった？
殺せば勝ちなんて条件なかったよね。俺は君から武器を奪っただけ。
他に武器を隠し持ってたらどうするつもりだったんだ？
だからこれは殺し合いじゃなくて勝負。君は卑怯な真似しないと思ったしね。
ヘドが出るほど甘えな。それで失うものとやらがあるかもしれねえのに。
大丈夫、そこは心配しないで。もし君が勝負にこだわらずに攻撃してくるなら迷わず殺すよ。
バカらしい。
Just as I felt relieved, another strange sound came from the cot.
おお、もう復旧しやがったか。さすが教祖様は手が早い。だが間に合ったな。
Sanso flashed a bold grin and took a small device out of his breast pocket.
三条、何をするつもりですか？
今、ちょうどしてるところだ。
勝手な行動は許しません。それ以上動けば、あなたを消去します。
ああ、うるせえな。手元が狂うじゃねえか。たく。
I felt a flash of pain in my neck and suddenly grabbed a hold of Okazaki's sleeve.
どうしたの？
What?
三条、何をした？
安心しろよ。毒針なんて刺しちゃいねえ。これでも。
The metallic ring fell to my feet. I felt a cool sensation around my neck as air passed over it once again. Slowly, I realized that the collar that had bound me was lying on the ground. It's off.
いちかちゃん。
Leaning on Okazaki for support, I touched my neck.
これでもう君は死なない。
My eyes felt warm as I looked at him. He looked even closer to tears than I felt. Now we can live together. Realizing that made me unspeakable happy.
一旦ここを離れよう。首輪が外れたなら体勢を立て直せる。
I picked up the collar and took a moment to compose myself. You're right. But what if the cause of this entire tragedy is just up ahead?
今は焦るべきじゃないよ。どうせあっちも丸腰じゃないだろうしね。君を奪われたら太刀打ちできなくなる。
ハッピーエンドに進んでるとこ悪いんだが、そうは問屋が下ろさなくてな。
Okazaki raised his gun at Sanji.
もうこっちに不利はない。無駄な抵抗はしない方がいいよ。
言っただろ。俺の望みは破滅だ。
The next instant, we were rocked by Sandro's shaking and noise. Okazaki picked me up before I could even react.
巻き込んじまったら悪いな。せいぜい頑張って逃げ延びてくれ。
Sanjo, you.
俺はここで死ぬのが望みなんだよ。邪魔してくれるな。何迷ってやがる。ここは迷わず逃げを選ぶべきだろ。お前、だが俺に情なんて寄せる必要ねえぜ。俺にはお前みたいに大切なもんがね。
俺もそうだった。けど彼女のおかげで取り戻せたんだ。でも君は。
Oh, actually, we don't have the collar anymore on us. But this guy made the explosion and want to die here. So, him. Not Okazaki. The other one, Sanjo. And yeah, I guess we need to look that we escape or we will just die here also.
なあ、お前にはわかるだろ。いつか来る希望ってのを待っていられるほど俺は強くない。お前は運が良かった。せめて俺の分まで大事にしてやる。
Well, he is not old, he's 29. He's not actually really old. Sandro said that a large mass of rubble collapsed between him and us.
Sandro!
Okazaki, let's go. You have to live. I looked straight into his eyes and said it. He was silent for a moment and then he nodded.
君と一緒に生きる。俺の未来はそれしかないって。そのために迷わないって決めたから。
いや。
ダメだ。来た道が塞がれてる。
What about another exit?
テロ組織のアジトなら出入り口は多く作られてるはずだ。探そう。
Okay.
森岡さん。
どうした？中で何か起きたか？
は、微弱ですが感知しました。おそらく内部で爆発か何か発生したと思われます。
柳、配備は完了した。星野からの連絡はどうだ？
まだです。 GPS で位置は確認できてるので中にいることは間違いないんですが、
周辺の捜索も増員してるが、どこまで取りこぼさず捕らえられるか。作戦開始は夜明けを予定している。星野と岡崎には悪いが、これ以上待って取り逃がすわけにはいかない。
いや、星野たちは必ず突入の隙を作る。ギリギリまで待ってください、森岡さん。
We desperately run through the labyrinthine. The sounds around us gradually faded before long, as did the tremors. Deeper and deeper we went until we found a door. After checking that, there were no other passes. Okazaki and I went through the door. Beyond it was a chamber that seemed like a church. It had a completely different atmosphere than anywhere else we'd been in the complex. It was serene and holy, almost unnaturally quiet.
誰かいる。後ろに下がって。
アドニスの聖域を侵すとは、随分とぶしつけな侵入者ですね。
I had seen his face somewhere before.
ミクニレイ。
I recalled the man once Okazaki said his name. Mikuni was a young politician and the son of the current prime minister. What's someone like you doing here? Is he part of Adonis?
君が三条の言ってたボス。
いいえ。ですが、このアドニスは私の命。土足で怪我されるのは大変遺憾です。
Wow, Ren.
構成員たちはとうに逃がしたとはいえ、三条もやってくれましたね。まさか拠点ごと壊滅させようとするとは。
He looks dated, but what the fuck?
まあいいでしょう。おかげで諸悪の根源と会うことができました。
Mikuni smiled thinly and looked at me. The cause of all of this?
複数の気配。5、いや、6か。いちかちゃん、絶対にそこから動かないで。
有能な SP 付きですか。随分と偉くなりましたね。新米警察官の星野一花さん。
Who are you? How do you know about me?
答える義理はありません。きっとあなたが全てを狂わせた。私たちの理想、未来はあなたのせいでついえてしまったのです。
Suddenly, Okazaki grabbed me and dove under a chair for cover. Okazaki.
大丈夫、当たってない。
I examined his body in a panicked frenzy, but he was unharmed, just as he said. They've got so many people.
全員殺す覚悟じゃないと無理だね。ごめん、これは譲れない。
We're facing terrorists. I'm prepared to drop my sentiments in this case, but how?
ここは死角になってるから、少しずつ移動して一人ずつ撃っていくしかない。
Then let me do it.
ダメだよ。
Okazaki, we promised we find a way to live together. There's no meaning in surviving alone. We're going to survive together. I'm a pretty good marksman, at least. I won't get in your way.
わかった。ただ、俺の指示には絶対従って。
Yes. I carved every word he said into my memory, so I wouldn't miss any of his orders.
「おしゃべりは終わりですか？彼女さえ渡してくれれば SP の方は助けても良いのです
が。The police is outside actually, and I don't think they can get so easy inside this because we are in a tunnel.
私は無駄な殺生を好みませんので。
As Mikuni's voice reverberated through the church, Okazaki gave me an uneasy look. I returned it with a bitter smile. Please, don't make that look. I won't sacrifice myself.
じゃあ行くよ。
We tightly held hands one last time and then let go. Oh my god, if it is this shooting one, I already did this. I need to check if I have this saved because it's actually so hard to get this. If you fail the shooting, you actually get a totally bad ending. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Let me check if I have the save actually, where I got the right shoe. Yeah, I think I saved this. Let's check. It should be this one.
させないよ。
Give me 1 second. I'm back and I can just tell you guys, never get an animal or a child. Holy moly. Now my whole bed is even full with blood. Yeah, I guess I need to go to the clinic in the morning. No, it's not even funny, Zilong. She's just spitting on everything and it's actually full blood, which is not good. And thank you, Ben. Well, my dog has since yesterday night, that's why I also was streaming in the night, diarrhea and is pooping everywhere and all the time. And now she also starting to poop and puke blood everywhere. On the carpets, on my bed now also, and yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's not nice, but yeah. Let's see what is happening here to finish it. And after that, I can probably clean again. Okazaki didn't miss Mikuni's small movement and pulled the trigger without hesitation. Goodbye, dude, I guess. Mikuni fell to his knees. Once he confirmed that he scored a solid hit, Okazaki rushed in. Besides the device that Mikuni had been trying to operate and handcuff the suspect,
三国礼、内乱罪で現行犯逮捕。ゆっくりしてる暇はないから、早く出口を教えて。
ゼロ、聞こえますか？
Mikuni didn't answer Okazaki's questions, muttering something instead.
早くして。ここも崩れ始めるのは時間の問題だ。その傷もすぐに処置すれば命は助かる。
ゼロ、あなただけでも逃げてください。彼女は必ず私が。
I'm contacting Yanagi to tell him it's too dangerous to assault, and that we have one round. There was another thunderous sound. For just an instant, it stunned both myself and Okazaki. Mikuni drew a gun from a breast pocket, pointed it at Okazaki and pulled the trigger. It all happened in a few seconds. My body fell taut.
一助さん!
I heard him scream. Well, we see, right? Soft arms encircled and embraced me. I knew this warmth. I had enveloped me many times before. They were arms of the man I loved.
なんで俺なんかかばったんだよ！ これじゃ俺はまた。
The man I loved looked like he was in pain. I didn't mean to make him feel that way. I'm sorry. I struggled to move my lips. My voice was cracked.
いや、大丈夫。大丈夫だよ。すぐにここを出よう。
He kept repeating, okay, as he was trying to convince himself. I tried my best to smile, hoping that it would make him feel better. But I wasn't able to smile that well. Yes, I'll be fine. I won't die and leave you behind. But please, on the off chance that I don't survive.
いやだ、聞きたくない。早くここを逃げよう。
Okazaki, I want you to live a good life.
嫌だって言ってるだろ。もう黙って。勝手なことばかり言わないで。
Don't give up on living. Have hope for the future.
絶対許さないから。俺は君が死ぬなんて許さない。
Okay, I said I wasn't going to die. I was just thinking about the possibility.
死なせない。今度こそ守るんだ。絶対に守るから。
Okazaki. By searching the body of the barely alive Mikuni, Okazaki found some.
あった。ここの見取り図だ。少しだけ我慢して。
In an instant, he picked me up and started running. As my conscience faded, I could tell that Okazaki was running through the rubble while carrying me. I don't want to make him look like that. I didn't want him to suffer. I absolutely had to hang on. I had to live for his sake. Just as I swore that to myself, my conscience began to fade into a wash of white light. Well, I actually know who this is because I'm a bit stupid. I spoiled myself. You probably knew this person also ran.
この世に悪意がはびこる限り再生は訪れる。本当にお前は愚かだよ。
When I opened my eyes, I wasn't immediately sure where I was. I heard heavy running footsteps and the ambush billowing. You mean Mikuni? I don't know if he's dead now fully, actually. Before long, I began to hear birds and realized that we had managed to safely escape from the tunnel. The area was lit by the dim light as the morning glow set in.
すぐに救護が来るからね。もうちょっとだけ頑張って。
Okazaki's voice should have been right next to me, but it felt so far away. With a weekend, I tucked his sleeve. Okazaki, I have something that I need to tell you.
聞きたくない。全部終わったら聞くよ。まだ終わってない。君が元気にならなきゃ終わったなんて言えないでしょ。
But I want you to know now.
嫌だ。嫌だ。お願いだから。言わないで。
I nodded weakly and then I proceeded to move my lips. I love you. I've always loved you.
いつか。
They were the words that I always wanted to say. Did he hear my words? Maybe Okazaki misunderstood why I needed to say them. I didn't speak those words because I thought I didn't have time left. I told him now because then it would give me the strength to hold, the strength to live, to smile by his side and to yearn for future days that we could spend together. So, don't cry. My mind drifted off before I could even say the word. Well, we have an ending song. Nice. Take a guess who is Zero Red and write me it in Discord then. We will not know it in his story actually. No, it's not Eyebrow Guy. Just write me in Discord what you think. The operation to neutralize Adonis succeeded, and the police were publicly praised for their work. X-Day did not occur on January 1st, and as of now, no attack from Adonis remains as occurred. Of course, numerous issues still remained. While the operation was publicly billed as a success, it had resulted in many deaths. Criminals wearing collars had been discovered within the Adonis base, and many more such individuals were discovered living all across Japan. The police had all hands on the investigation. While all of the previous X-Day crimes had yet to be solved, Adonis base was destroyed, and the death of its supposed leader, Rei Mikuni, was confirmed. Okay, I guess when the guy is dead. There are believed to be remnants of Adonis still at large due to the skull of the organization, but these details were kept from the public. The police claimed it was to avoid a panic, but it was obvious that the police did not want to damage the image that they finally restored. The government announced that the quarantine of Shinjuku would soon be lifted, so long as no new terrorist attacks occurred. The unease among Shinjuku citizens after being cooped up for so long would not easily disappear, but it was undoubtedly a first step forward for the police and the people of Shinjuku. Then,
しかしな、お前が病院に運ばれたって聞いた時は肝が冷えたぜ。
策もなく敵の本拠地に突っ込んでよく無事に帰ってこれたな。バカはずぶとい。
Also, I'd managed to escape with my life. I was hospitalized for quite a long time. Yesterday was the first time that visitors had been allowed, and many people had come to visit. Today, Yanagi's team paid me a visit.
傷の方はどうなんだ?
The stitches still hurt, but they'll be removed soon. I'm okay.
そうか。なるべく傷が残らないといいな。
Yes, it's not like I'm always wearing swimsuits or anything, so even if there are a few scars, it should be alright.
水着？何の話？
Wow, this guy.
単語に反応すんな。小学生かい。
And he just get it destroyed again.
別に反応なんてしてないけど。で、水着って何の話だ？
お前ら、病室だぞ。静かにしろ。
I couldn't help but smile as I watched their petty fight. But I couldn't stop thinking about him. How's Okazaki? When I asked, the trio suddenly stopped talking and fell silent. I haven't seen him yet, actually. It had been 8 days since I was admitted. I heard that he had been by my side the entire time while I'd been unconscious. But I hadn't seen his face once since I'd woken up. I tried asking Yoshinari when he visited, but he just avoided the question. Wow, no one is saying anything. What? And now, Yanagi's team was looking troubled for some reason. Don't tell me he's in the hospital because of his wounds too.
ああ、そういうわけじゃない。驚くほどピンピンしてるから大丈夫だ。
So is he being reprimanded for violating his order?
そこも心配なし。アドニスを摘発できた功績ってことで無罪放免。
Then why? Why hasn't he come to visit me?
あいつ怒ってるぞ。珍しいもん見た。
メールでもしてみたらどうだ。直接会うよりは素直な反応が返ってくるだろう。
Okay. I took out my phone and typed out a text message to Okazaki. I've mostly recovered from my wounds. Okazaki, are you angry at me? He replied immediately. I couldn't feel everyone's eyes on me. Curious about his reply, I looked up. He's angry probably. Inomoto peeked at my phone and whistled. Yanagi also gave me a soft wry smile.
岡崎らしいな。
I've never seen him use this emoji before. What should I do?
まあ、怒ってるのはお前にだけじゃない。そこは複雑な男心ってやつだ。落ち着くまで待ってやれ。
あいつも感情的になることはあるんだな。
だよな。ちょい意外。何言っても通じないタイプかと思ってたぜ。ま、それだけ星野のことが特別なんだろうけど。
岡崎は意外と感情的だし、面倒だぞ。
Then a knock on the door caused us all to pause and turn around.
全部聞こえてるよ。
Oh, there he is. Okazaki was standing there with a slightly sulky expression.
やっと出てきやがった。おっせ。
じゃあ、お邪魔虫は退散するか。帰るぞ。
んじゃ、あとは若い奴らでごゆっくり。お大事にな、星野。
True, Ren. Oh, thank you for Yanagi's group left in a hurry. The room was suddenly quiet, and the two of us were alone. I didn't know where to begin. Okazaki didn't say anything either, so the awkward silence just stretched on.
座ってもいい？
Yes, go ahead. Once my anxiety lessens, I opened my mouth. I'm sorry for making you worry. The prognosis looks good, so I'll be discharged in another 2 weeks. Are you okay, Okazaki? You sound... Speaking of which, there are still a lot of Adonis members still at large, aren't there? I think the police are going to make sure that the same thing doesn't happen again. I hear they keep finding more criminals with collars. Wow. He just says, mm. No matter what I said, I got a monosyllabic reply from Okazaki. I work harder than ever once I'm out of here. Even if the quarantine is lifted, the people of Shinjuku still need plenty of help. I finally stopped talking and very timidly peeked at Okazaki's face. Yeah, just slap him. Okazaki, are you angry? Hmm. He nodded, expressionless. I could tell he was seriously upset.
どうして俺が怒ってるかわかる？
The reason that Okazaki was angry, I could only think of one explanation. Because I pushed myself too far. I'm sorry. I lost myself in the moment, and when I thought you were in danger, my body just moved on its own. Silent again, Okazaki looked at his own hand. Then he slowly raised his head and sighed quite.
心臓が止まるかと思った。君が俺をかばって死ぬなんて一番嫌なのに。聞きたくないって言ったのに、君は本当に最後みたいなこと言うし、君を守れなかった自分も許せなくて。本当に怒ってるのはそっちなんだ。俺は自分に怒ってる。殺してやりたいくらい。
Okazaki. My chest tightened in response to the pain I heard in his voice and saw in his eyes. I placed my hand over his. I'm alive. I'm here with you. From now on, there's so much that we can do together. Thank you so much. I thanked him smiling. Okazaki looked up, tears in his eyes.
ごめんね。偉そうなこと言ってごめん。痛かったし、怖かったよね。守ってくれてありがとう。
Not at all. It made me happy. I smiled without thinking, and Okazaki's expression turned grim.
嬉しい。
Back then, when you chose to rely on me and find a way that we could both live together, that made me so happy.
それで君が死にそうになったら、本末転倒どころの話じゃないんだけど。
Lol.
本当にあんなのもう絶対に嫌だから。次に同じことがあったら、今度こそ俺は絶対に死んじゃうからね。
Okay, I remember. Is there anything else I can do to help cheer you up? I do whatever I can.
じゃあ、君が生きてるってこと、ちゃんと感じさせて。
What? Before I could answer, Okazaki's face closed on my neck. I felt soft lips on my skin. Okazaki, this is a sick room, so take it easy.
どっかにずっと閉じ込めてたい。
That's,
じゃあ、24時間監視する。
I don't think you should neglect your job.
じゃあ、一緒に暮らそっか？
I have a little brother.
全然お願い叶えてくれないじゃない。
I giggled. He was so cute when he pouted. I can't grant all your wishes right away. But you can be sure they'll happen in time. Because I belong to you. When I said that clearly, Okazaki, who had been taking care not to aggravate my wounds, tightly squeezed my hand. I felt indescribably happy and also slightly frustrated. Just this once, I ignored the pain of my injuries and put my hands around his neck.
どうせ触るのであれば、もっとたくさん触っていただいて。
Oh, thank you for the raid, Rico. How are you guys? We are nearly at the end, so. Ah. Oh my god, we finally get the kiss Ren at the end after like 15 hours, maybe. I need to check later. Finally. And then she is doing it. MC is doing it, right? Not him. I ambushed him with a kiss and I felt his surprise. Between kisses, I whispered, "This is what you get for always swinging me around." I thought I could get away with this much. I'm not going anywhere and I'm not dying. I don't want to lose you either. To keep you, I'll do anything. Oh, I'd rather not be locked up, so.
不意打ちはずるいよ。
Feel better now?
まだ。これくらいじゃごまかされないから。もっとキスしてくれないと治らない。
Well then, as many times until you cheer up. After all, I love your smile.
それはこっちのセリフだよ。俺だって君の笑った顔が一番好き。
My heart filled with warmth when he finally smiled for me. It's a deal then.
ほんと叶わないな。じゃあ今日は俺のわがまま全部聞いてね。一人で勝手に無茶しないこと、柳さんたちに隙を見せないこと。あ、吉成くんもダメだからね。あと、おはようとおやすみのメールは毎日必ず送るように。俺も送るけど。それから。
We were chatting again. I felt nostalgic somehow. You have that little face in me?
うん、ない。
He came out and said it directly.
でも、一生懸命で、まっすぐで、誰かのために必死になって、いつも目が離せない君のことが大好きなんだから、仕方ないよね。
Yup. You should just give up.
調子乗らないの。 まったく苦労しそうだよ。
We talked and laughed together. Our lips met again.
好きだよ。
I love you too.
君がそばにいない時間なんて考えたくないくらい大好き。
Okay, I also love you more than anyone in the world.
俺が安心できる日が来るまでずーっと俺から離れないでね。
Oh, his voice acting is so good, Sven. So, you're so right about this. Meaning?
もちろん死ぬまでだよ。おじいちゃんおばあちゃんになるまで。一生離さないから君も諦めて。
I accept your terms. We whispered our feelings to each other and kissed each other over and over. We left each other and pledged with each other. I overcame my feelings and fell in love with him. He protected me, and I wanted to protect him. My wish was to live with him and face the future together, no matter what it brought. I savored my happiness, wrapped in the warmth of the person I treasured most of all. So, guess how much hours that was, Silong? You said it was 20. Probably it was 20. It's actually so long for a route, if you think about it. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot, but still, holy moly, it's so long. Let's actually check the pictures again from the routes. Oh yeah, I will do. Give me 1 second. Done. Again. Okay. Oh yeah, this was actually holy moly. No, stop it, Sila. Oh my god, no. What's up? Yeah, probably. think I like this one from the picture so much actually. I don't know why, but it looks so good. You trolling me, right? Oh my god. Chill. Look, I love this one. That's when they both watch like a horror movie. Look at the MC face. Because she is so scared. Yeah, I'm scared. I have actually the same eyes when I'm watching horror movies. Yeah, you know, guys, this is actually the picture from the tragic end, from the very bad end, where the MC dies. Yeah, and this one, that's like an extra one that you get. Anyway, guys, I'm done. Let's watch the opening again, because I just love the music. The X should have a CG, and that's T. What? What? What do you mean? Let me check. Or are you... Nah, you don't.
Let's
I just love the opening. I don't know. I think it sounds so good, man. Anyway, I think I will make for the next route a poll in my Discord that people can decide which route I should go actually. Or try to get at least. So we have actually him, Enomoto. Then we have Takeru also. And Shirachi. So we have those three, and I think Yanagi I can't go directly. I need to play the others before, because Yanagi is some maybe special character, I guess. But yeah. So this three actually. Anyway, guys, I'm done for today. Thank you for the raid, Recrawl. Do you guys have an idea who we could raid actually? You guys want to see Vampire Prince VTuber play Valorant? or someone playing Tower of Fantasy in German. Then I would say we go to Kei Okazaki, to the Vampire Prince. Thank you for waiting again, Rico, and we see us in Kei Okazaki's stream, I guess, then.